Welcome to the Insight Drop, short segments to fuel your growth, sharpen your strategy, and challenge the status quo. This is Beyond Tradition. This one, we're going to do common financial mistakes to avoid. And you made a great point. This is a big thing that causes problems in relationships between business partners. All of the above.
Yes.
So
I've had to mediate some business partners, not spouses, thankfully. I
Right.
try not to get in the middle of that
Listen, that's
because
its own beast.
yeah. That's for marriage counseling, but for business partners sometimes it's easier when someone else kind of takes everybody off the ledge and just kind of lays out facts. Like I'll just lay out facts of the
Right.
business. Like I'm not giving my opinion.
Right.
Like they still
This
have
is where
to.
you
Yeah.
are.
But this is where you're at. And
Mhm.
you're telling me you want to be here.
Yes.
And these are the steps to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You get to decide if you
Yeah.
want to do them or if you don't.
And the cool part too is if somebody needs something like that, you're available with your consulting.
Yeah, 100%. Woo! Two. All right, today's the day. It's because you're holding the iPad. Put it down. No, just kidding. Put it down.
So we'll talk about lack of communication, ignoring red flags, failure to plan, which means planning to fail, as we all know.
Yes. And again.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to plan. But let's talk about the lack of communication. Again, partner, spouse, significant other, entrepreneur, business partner. Lack of communication. Not good.
No.
Never good.
Nope. We've all I think had moments of it. Some couples survive it, some couples don't. Some business partners survive it, some business partners don't. I've known business partners that just literally could not come to agreements. Like they couldn't one of them couldn't step down and they literally dissolved their business and went in separate directions. And it's definitely one of those things. I think clear communication. It kind of goes to the planning. If you're with your partner and you start this business together, you have a plan in mind. You have a 1-year goal, a 3-year goal, a 5-year goal, 10-year goal even, just so you stay consistent. And so when things get crazy and you have to pivot, one of my favorite words, lots of pivoting, but you're still pivoting in the direction of your goals.
And it's a combined effort.
Yes, exactly. And so, again, I have a course on this.
You do.
Yeah, budgeting and goal setting and planning for small businesses so they can just stay on track.
I think the main thing too is, I don't want to call it a level of intimacy, but to a degree, you have to be business partner, spouse, whatever it is. There has to be the ability to have the open and honest conversations.
100%.
And I know that's huge because you have to address money, and money causes a lot of anxiety for people.
For sure. 100%.
Where you are, what decisions are you making? Where are we going?
And some people don't want their spouse who may not be in their business they feel like they're holding them accountable. And, and I know entrepreneurs where they don't like their significant other questioning about money or how things are going.
Right.
And at the end of the day,
that's not fair.
Well, especially if your business is the main household provider of income, I feel like it's something that needs to be discussed so everybody understands why maybe you'd have to put in longer hours at the office or if you had to pick up weekend work, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So again, communication is one of those things that I feel like the more you talk about it, and again, your partner or your spouse is your best friend, they're going to want what's best for you. And if they don't, then
that's
a different road you need to go. Yeah, that's a different conversation you need to have. But at the end of the day, your partner should be supporting you 100%. And so
I can't say that as an entrepreneur that I want to come home and be inundated with, where are we? What's going on?
No. Yeah. I mean, it's not a
today?
daily thing unless you want to come work in the office. That's a different thing. And then you get to be a part of the team.
Right.
But yeah, I don't want to discuss it over dinner every night.
No, but there definitely needs to be. And that's something that we've learned because open, honest, transparent. Trevor and I have been in couples therapy for a year at least
Yeah.
now. And this is our second or third time in therapy, but we've been together 19 years now.
I can't believe we've been married for 19 years.
It's unreal. It's unreal.
Congratulations. It's huge.
I will say though, there's two components to this. One, you have to ask, you have to be open and honest. But two, you have to give them space to like be ready for it too. So there needs to be like, hey, I'd like to go over this.
Even if you set it up as a monthly thing, like the third Thursday of every month, we're going to sit down for lunch, you know, it doesn't, or for dinner or even
breakfast.
Cool breakfast. Too. Exactly. At any point, and just to have an idea of what's going on. If you're interested, again, going back, I always give the disclaimer, some spouses are not interested, and that's totally fine. You know what I mean?
Have the yearly, I think that was kind of what we discussed.
Exactly.
Have a yearly health
just to have
meeting.
An idea of, you know, that the company's doing well and that, but other than that, of spouses that do want to be involved, we're here to empower you and hopefully give you knowledge to understand how a business runs and the right questions to ask.
The right questions
and to not feel like you're in the wrong for asking them. Ask the questions.
Ask the questions. And again,
ask the questions.
Ask the questions.
Because there's no reason that there shouldn't be. That's like I think a couple episodes ago, we talked about you own a couple businesses. Only, I mean, your husband's a part of all of them, but really like your real estate business, it's all you.
Yes.
He doesn't do anything for it. No. Okay, I lied. He
two for you.
He's helped put out signs before, which is great.
Yes.
But you know, like for the most part, he's not calling people. He's not setting up bookings. He's not doing any of this stuff.
No.
But if he asked you about it,
I'm going to tell him
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's not going to be, you're not going to take offense to it. You're not going to get upset about it. You're not going to be like, this isn't any of your business.
Yeah.
Again, you're married, your partner's your best friends.
Yeah.
So
I think,
but we run across couples.
There's not that transparency there.
Yeah. And you know, like we've met plenty where they get shut down if they ask questions and they are made, I guess, they feel a certain way after asking questions, like they're not allowed to, I guess is the best way I can put it. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be, again,
we're going to always advocate for everyone.
Yeah. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. You should be able to ask questions. This is your partner. This is your life.
This is your financial security.
Exactly.
This is your future.
Exactly. So
yeah. At least,
again, communication is huge, and it's one of those things. Don't be afraid to ask the questions, and if you don't know the questions, DM us.
Right.
You know, just give us your situation, and we'll help. You know what I mean? Well, again, I feel like between the two of us, we've lived 7 lives, so it's one of those. I feel like we have enough trial and error, and we're always going to have trial and error. I learn something new every day, but.
Yeah, I'll never claim to be an expert in anything, but I will say that what we've done
we have
so
enough
far.
knowledge in certain things, but never an expert. Good luck being an expert in anything.
And enough to know, like, oh, I don't know this answer, but go this way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or if we don't know it, I feel like we have one heck of a network where we could reach out to multiple people, and provide a stable answer.
Absolutely. So solution. Communication issues. Solution would be set up regular financial check-ins, which we talked about.
100%.
Again, this goes personal and business.
Yep.
Weekly, monthly, at a minimum, yearly, if you don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yep.
Even if one, because typically, like that's a normal dynamic, is one partner is taking the lead on finances as a whole.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
I've only met a handful of couples where they sit every month and they review their budget together, and they really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But usually there's one that kind of manages it and is like, nope, you can't buy anything more on Amazon.
Oh, I can't say that we're very good with budgets still, but I manage all of our money. So I will say, like, dude, we got to slow down here, or we got to slow down here. And I kind of have to check myself.
Yeah, of course.
Again, there's like holding yourself accountable.
100%. You can't hold someone else accountable and then do whatever you want. It goes like both ways.
Like that purse I was eyeing yesterday, my laptop that I want, my laptop holder.
I mean, everybody needs a laptop holder, so.
I don't need it right now, but I will by the end of the year, I think. So,
hey, I mean,
Yes, that's a part of the holding myself accountable thing. Like, and we'll wait on that. But yeah, definitely both partners have visibility on the financial health of the business, visibility on the financial health of your personal stuff too.
Right.
You can actually use, it says we've got tools or software for tracking, but we've talked about QuickBooks and Wave and stuff. But
Oh,
being
yeah.
able to understand those,
For
we
sure.
went over in the last episode, and
Yeah.
that will help with these financial check-ins. But
And I'm sure eventually we're going to take one of those and dive deep into it even more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
really break it down for the people that really want
nitty.
Yeah, the nitty to really
Detail.
understand so they can go
Oh,
look through QuickBooks and
Yeah.
understand what's going on.
and the other part is like open dialogue about purchases. So like you are all going to have your own level of comfortability with large purchases. I, to be quite honest, would blow a gasket if I found out Trevor went to the dealership and bought a new truck without consulting me.
That's, I mean, I feel like that's
You know,
understandable. I
whether we
can't.
can afford it or not.
Yeah, I don't think you
Mm-mm.
go and buy. Yeah, that's a life-changing purchase.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
No surprises. I think that's kind of the key.
Yeah.
When you're-
Something like that. No, exactly.
When you're financially tied to someone, though, like that, again, I don't think there's a huge emphasis in some people's minds on how their decision making affects the people around them.
Well, honestly, it's just not really understanding it or
Mhm.
just not knowing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, unless they're a monster and they just don't care.
They might not care.
They might not care. Hopefully
Again.
that's not the case. If that's your partner, I mean, I maybe do a little reevaluations, but
Uh-huh.
that's totally up to you at your discretion.
Mhm.
But yes, I think it's one of those things that I don't think people realize when you're legally bound to someone that everything you do affects them as well
Mhm.
financially.
Financially.
Yeah.
For sure.
So,
Okay. Ignoring red flags. Red flag
we
number 1
love red flags.
is what I just said.
Yes.
The surprising, the no communication, the
Mhm.
no open, this is where we're at, this is what we need. And
Yeah.
I did bring up an example last episode where I talked about a couple that I was very, very, very close with. And again, the open communication about the health of the business wasn't there.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think that could have solved a lot of issues. But
Well, yeah, just again, everybody wants to feel safe and secure.
Mhm.
And so as a business owner, and a partner, I don't know why you wouldn't want to provide that for
Mhm.
your significant other.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Sometimes I am pulling to get in here to look so that he,
yeah.
get in here. This is
Yes.
important. You need to know. I
Yeah.
guess he has an insane amount of trust in me.
No, and that's honestly that's what it should be.
It's nice.
That's what it should be. You know what I mean? Because he
Mhm.
knows at the end of the day you're going to do everything you can for the best for you and him,
Mhm.
for your whole family, and for all of your futures.
Right.
So it's not, you know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
knows, yeah,
Yeah.
you're an honest person, whether he wants to hear it or not.
Right.
So it's great.
That's
you know?
true. You're
So-
going to get the truth out
Exactly.
of me.
Whether
for sure.
whether it hurts your feelings or not, you got to hear
Mhm.
it. But the truth is always better, even
Yeah.
if it hurts.
Yeah.
It's
So,
my favorite saying.
uh-huh. So yeah, red flags in business.
Yeah. Yep.
Inconsistent cash flow,
Yeah.
which you don't know unless you're tracking.
Yep.
Mounting debt.
Yeah. Yep.
Credit cards can get you in trouble.
They can, for sure.
How do I know that? Experience.
Yep. I think we
One
all
of the lives I lived.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we've all lived that life where we just didn't really understand
Yeah.
how significant it was
Yeah.
to rack up credit card debt.
I will say, and again, this was mentioned in a previous episode, you were like, I'm a risk taker. I'm a risk taker too. We came from nothing.
Yeah.
So the only way that we could get ahead, because we're paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Until, it hit me last week. We were paycheck to paycheck literally like 7.5 years ago, 8 years ago.
Crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So when I say you need to take risks with that, it benefited us because when we remodeled the house
Yeah.
into the 3-2, I didn't have a line of credit at that point. I didn't have a huge amount of savings. We could do things as we could,
Yeah.
but we did have access to cards. And so
Yeah.
something that Trevor and I kind of sat down with is, I looked at the house and I said, this is what we bought it for. This is what we owe on it. This is the value now. This is going to be the value if we remodel it to this extent and sell it. So this is going to be our profit afterwards. If we need to put $20,000, $25,000 on a card to get this done in the next 6 months, then do it. And he did not like that at first.
Understandable.
Fair.
Understandable.
And that we got it done. We got it done in time. We were able to sell it. Again, I think net was 6 figures. We paid that off, still 6 figures. That's what started us, got us to move.
Definitely.
So it's one of those things where I think when you're starting out, you have to have the plan. You have to use, but I have used other people's money to get ahead.
Yeah.
24/7. And now we're doing it on a bigger scale, which is kind of, we have a cushion and we don't really have to do it as much. But I know that if I want to get a building, I am not about to drop $2 million of capital on that.
No.
So the other people's money now has increased, and that is its own thing. But
yes, yes, especially in this town, trying to find a commercial building is just absolutely insane.
Yes. So but that's something to pay attention to.
Oh,
if
for sure.
Credit cards are going up. You're not able to pay them off every month. You got a problem.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
Yep.
Declining
unless you
margins.
have a game plan of 6 months, you know what I mean? Like you're taking this on,
yes,
and then your game plan is to get it paid off within 6 months. That's fine.
Right.
As long as you have a plan. I think we hit a lot of points. Hopefully all of it was helpful, and then we'll see you next time.
Awesome.
Bye.